What's up, Mystery Gang? I'm back.
I am too.
My hair looks a mess right now. Oh, goodness gracious. There we go, that's better. So, this is a special episode. This is the beginning of a new series called Paranormal Chats, where I'm going to have friends, family come onto my channel, and we're just gonna talk about paranormal things. It could be like Bigfoot, ghosts, aliens, anything in that realm.
Yo, mama.
This first episode of the series is going to be about the house that I've been talking about, that I told you I'd stop talking about, but I'm going to talk about it one more time because this is pretty interesting. If you're new here, haven't seen a video, there is this house that I've gone to since I was like 18. It's abandoned. It's got some spooky things. I have multiple videos of this house on my channel. One's called a sneak peek of some spooky things. Another one is, I don't remember what it's called. I think it's my first experience in a haunted house because it was the first haunted place I went into and explored. The thumbnail is like of the creepy chair. It's the house with the creepy chair, okay? That's what...
I'm not picking my nose.
The house that I'm talking about. Well, it wasn't... Was it last summer?
Yes.
Okay, so last summer, we were driving around like we do literally every day in the summer because that's all that there is to do around here.
Yes.
And I told her that I wanted to drive by there, not go in the house or anything, but drive by there, because if you go down the road more, there's like a creek and we like to take pictures. And so we went there, like we drove by the house. She had never seen it before. And like, what was your like thoughts when you first saw it?
It was so creepy. I gotta think, but I remember we were like walking up to it and I felt drawn to it. I was like, I kind of want to go in there, but I didn't want to get in trouble for trespassing, even though there was literally no one within like 25 miles of us in any direction. I just felt like something was going to happen if I was going to get in trouble somehow if I went in there, but it was so creepy looking. It was like, part of me was scared to like walk in the lawn. Like I didn't go in the lawn because I was like, oh, that's tall grass. There could have been snakes or Pokemon in there. And I would not have wanted to battle a Tortwig in the middle of the summer carrying my camera, wearing what I was wearing. I was in no way, shape, or form ready for a Pokemon duel. But the house was like really, it was really decrepit. I think I'm using that word correctly. And it was like I wanted to, okay, so I have this fascination with old houses. I always love old things and old places, and I always want to know what they looked like in their prime. I want to know what that place looked like. And it felt like someone was still living there. Like, obviously no one was still living there, but like it seemed like someone was there, something was there, so that was cool. Well, there is something that we found out. So like in the basement there's massive bottles of vinegar, and I did all this time, all these years I've been going there, there's just been bottles of vinegar like empty in the basement, and it reeks of vinegar. And I told Tyler about it, and during one of the videos he looked it up. Vinegar is used for heroin, something about needles. So it could be a drug den. I'm not sure. I've never seen anybody else near the place. When I was there, I used to go there all the time. I never saw anybody there, but there were times where I went in there and it did smell like weed, so I didn't know if somebody had just like stashed something to come back and smoke it later or what, because like I never found any actual drugs in the place. Like the place is kind of icky on the inside. If you've seen the sneak peek video that I posted a couple weeks ago, it's icky in there, and I wouldn't want to put anything in there that I'm consuming. I don't do drugs, but even if it was drugs, I wouldn't want the bugs and
my
drugs clean.
Yeah, like the nasty bugs, and there's like icky spiders in there. But that's a theory that it could be. I don't know what else massive bottles of vinegar would be used for.
Do you think that's what was in the woods? Like it was whoever was there?
I don't know. And so the second part of the story, it's a couple miles down the road. There's a bridge that you can go underneath, and there's like a creek. People stop there and like go kayaking, they hang out. There's a spot for like a bonfire. It's just like an underpass, but with a creek. And we were on the bridge and we were taking pictures. And while we were taking pictures, we started hearing this like moaning. Not like a moaning, I can't even explain what it was. At first I thought it was a cow.
I did too.
Yeah,
but it didn't sound like a cow.
But
because we know what cows sound like.
Yeah, it was not like a murr. It was like deep and horrifying sounding.
Yeah, it sounded like someone was in pain or something.
Yeah, but then I was like, is somebody getting like murdered or something?
Yeah, and it kind of sounded like a dog too. If that makes sense.
Yeah, but like it wasn't a dog.
It was like it wasn't an animal, but the only way to describe the sound was like guttural and animalistic.
Yeah,
but it definitely came from a human.
Yeah, it just sounded like somebody in like a massive amount of pain. So on the side of the road there was like a pasture and then woods behind it, and it was coming from the woods. And because like in the pasture there's no cows, no animals, a bird wouldn't make that sound. There were no goats or sheep or pigs, nothing like that. It was just a pasture. Like there's no houses even on that side of the road, no farms or anything. And it started coming closer.
So
like
we ran.
Yeah, we kind of just like stood there and looked at each other for like what felt like forever.
Like we ran to the car and then we literally stood outside the car and we were like,
do you still hear it? And we ended up, and then we like got in the car and we like locked the doors.
Like, did we sit there for a while?
Yeah, we sat there and we were like, what do we do? And then we decided we didn't want to be there anymore.
Yeah, I was like, listen, I don't want to be part of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre recreation.
Cause like I was curious, I was like, if somebody's getting murdered, I feel bad, but I don't want to stick around and like see whatever I'm going to see.
That would have been so traumatizing.
I know. I'm glad we got out of there.
Well, and then we didn't hear anything in the paper or anything about anyone dying, so.
I have no idea, like, what it was. I have absolutely no theories.
Yeah, it was like... I mean, like, hearing about the drugs, it would make sense if it were, like, someone on their way to the house. And then there were these people in the road, so they're like, fuck, I gotta get rid of these people so I can go do my drogas.
Yeah, that... Oh, and one story that I haven't told anybody, it was almost exactly
I was just making sure that guy left.
Oh, I forgot about him completely.
Same.
But before, it was almost like exactly a year before you and me went there, I was there with him, you know who.
Ugh.
And it was getting dark out.
Ew. Him. What?
It was getting dark out and it was like kind of spooky. It was just me and him. And I had never gone in there with just one other person. I've always had a group of people in case something happens, and I wasn't gonna go in there. He wanted to check something out, and we didn't go in the house. We stood on the outside. We were just staring at it, and then all of a sudden this massive bang, and the ground shook. Like it felt like a bomb going off. Like the ground started shaking, earthquake, but it was right from behind the house, but there was nothing there. It wasn't a gun, it wasn't fireworks, there was nobody around. And it just like, I stood there and I was like, what the heck? And then I ran to the car, we got in and left. And then I did not go back until with you. And I have no explanations for it whatsoever. Cause I mean, if you shot like a hunting rifle, it wouldn't make the ground shake like that. And I mean, we live in Illinois, not in southern Illinois where the fault line is. And even then, there's not earthquakes very often. So, and if we do get earthquakes, they're like a 1 or 2.
Aftershocks.
Yeah. It's like, it hardly qualifies on the Richter scale. And so it was, I can't explain it. Okay, I have a question. But would you want to stay the night there with a group of people?
Heck no. Bro, I went on my first camping trip last year with my then boyfriend and his 2 best friends. That was good. That was fun.
Was it scary?
Yeah. Like, okay, so the last time I had ever gone camping in a tent, I was like 8, and it was on my grandparents' land with my uncle and my older brother. Okay, my favorite part of that whole memory though is that I got really upset because Uncle Joe wouldn't let me pee on the fire to put it out, but I had to go in the tent so my brother could pee on the fire and put it out.
Wow.
I was like, I can squat over the fire. He's like, no, you're gonna burn yourself. You can't pee on the fire. I was so livid. I was so mad. I was like, why does he get to pee on the fire and I don't? All I wanted to do was pee on the fire and put it out. But anyway, we didn't even stay that whole night because I was so scared that we went home. Yeah. Or from what I remember anyway. My brother says he doesn't remember us leaving, but I thought we did because I was really scared. I think we like left early in the morning, but whatever. Yeah, so last summer I went on my first like real camping trip with my boyfriend at the time and his 2 best friends, and it was all great, fine and dandy during the day, but once it was nighttime, they all passed out, and my insomniac ass was like laying in this tent thinking, if someone decides to come through here and kill people, we're really vulnerable. We're literally in a tent. Other people were in like campers and RVs. And then I got to thinking, that coyote sounds real close. It was like 2 feet away from our tent. And it was there for quite a while. Kept howling. I could hear it breathing. And I was like, oh my gosh, just go away. I want to sleep. And I didn't have any service, so it wasn't like I could like read online or anything like to distract myself enough to fall asleep. And I didn't want to listen to music because I didn't know if my earbuds would be too loud and keep them up. And then I woke my boyfriend up in the middle of the night because I had to go pee, and he broke up with me not long after that trip, I'll be honest. But yeah, like I could hardly do that. I mean, I would definitely do it again if I were to go with people that I felt safe with them. I thought that they would protect me.
But like, I feel like you'd feel safer in like a camper or an RV.
Yeah, like when I went with my grandparents and we went to we just got back kayaking from someplace.
Last weekend.
Yeah, and I stayed in the RV, and I even was sleeping in the chair right in front of the main door, and I felt fine. But like, that house, no. Like, I know my ancestors literally would live in like teepees, but anyway, like would live in houses with dirt floors and stuff like that. Not me. I could, hypothetically, if I had to, I could do it. I probably will at some point because I want to travel the world. But a haunted house where the floors are probably rotting and God knows what's been in there, who's been in there, how many rats are in there, all these spiders. No.
I have a story to tell you.
Oh no.
So, you'll have already seen this video. I was at Ryan's, and he has the haunted barn. I don't think I ever told you what happened in the barn, but the person who made the houses hanged himself in that barn.
Oh.
And so it's haunted. And Tyler has his motorcycle in there that needs to be fixed. And we went in there, and I was like just looking around. I was filming a vlog on my phone because like my camera didn't have a light. I didn't have any equipment with me except for my camera. And it was dark, and I have the flash on, recording. A bat flew into the camera. I screamed, I fell. Tyler was like, turn the light off and get out. It's attracted to the light. And I'm screaming and crying. I run back by the fire, and Jordan's like, what? Are you okay? What's wrong? And I was like, a bat flew into my camera. And he just starts laughing. And Ryan is standing there laughing, and I'm like, F you guys. Like, if you guys are watching this, F you. I'm horrified of bats, by the way. Like, if it has wings, I'm scared of it.
See, like, my thing, okay, I know the way I said it makes it sound like this is a lie. I'm not bothered by, like, the wildlife and stuff. Like, yeah, I don't want to get bitten by spiders and stuff like that. But mostly, I wouldn't want to stay there because it's haunted. And also because, like, there's broken windows and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm more scared of the fact that it's haunted and that other people could easily get in while we're sleeping, and who knows what could happen.
Yeah.
Like, that's literally it.
Okay.
It makes me feel too vulnerable, is what it is.
Would you go to, like, a haunted hotel? And stay in, like, a haunted room?
If I had other people with me.
Well, yeah. This is all with, like, groups of people.
Yeah, I'd consider it.
I would definitely do it, obviously. Like, that'll probably be coming later in the year. But I feel like abandoned buildings and stuff like that, like, that just, like, pumps my anxiety up so much more because, like, I'm outside. Anybody can come up. Anybody can come in. But, like, if you're doing, like, something in a hotel room or in, like, an area where you know nobody else is gonna be, I feel like it would be... my anxiety would be from here to here.
My thing is you never know who or what you're messing with.
Yeah.
Which is why I don't do too much. Like, I'll do my own tarot every now and then, and I do some other stuff, but it's like I will not communicate with spirits because I don't know who I'm talking to. I don't know what I'm talking to. And I think, I don't know, part of it's out of respect. Like, sometimes I want to get more into, so, like, my DNA, I am, like, mostly Nigerian, and I want to, like, get in touch with my Nigerian roots, you know, like, learn more about my ancestors and, like, who they worshipped and stuff like that. But at the same time, part of me is like, well, I am a black woman, I am a native woman, but I also have colonizer DNA. So what if these spirits see that and then they start to fuck with me because they're like, you're black, but you're also a white person, and we hate white, like, you know, like, angry spirits.
Yeah, I don't think they do that, though, because, like, they're just energy. And sometimes when there's a spirit around, all they want to do is be heard. All they want to do is be listened to. Because, like, imagine, like, dying a tragic death and then you're stuck. And you just want somebody to understand you and just, like, hear what you have to say. Like with the person in the barn who hanged himself. Like when I was in there, I feel like not negative, just he wants to be heard. He wants, because sometimes when you're stuck here, it can, if you haven't completed what you wanted to complete, like, you could be held here. And sometimes you have to be, like, get a message out to somebody. You have to, like, let somebody know.
Like what I had to tell you from your sister.
Yeah, like, to be able to be free, like, to go to the light and everything. Like, you have to finish your mission. Like, that's, like, kind of what I feel like that happened with the dude who built the church. Or the college. Maybe he's still there, and he just has to get a message out to somebody before he can finally be 100% at rest.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of things that we don't know about.
Aliens are real. That was confirmed.
Oh, yeah, I know. I love that. But that can be a whole nother video. Yeah. And with that being said, this video is very long already. My videos have been getting so much longer, and I apologize. Like, I know that most of my videos are around, like, the 20-minute mark now. And I was posting videos that were, like, 10 minutes, but I know that some of you guys want longer videos, and if you can't handle me for 20 minutes, then you should probably, like, not watch. Probably find something else to watch. But if you did like this and you are still here, comment,
what's your favorite, cryptid?
Yeah.
You know, like, Mothman. Every time I hear the YMCA, like, the build-up tune, I always expect it to go Mothman instead of YMCA.
So, yeah, comment your favorite cryptid if you've watched it this far, and like and subscribe. And this is the first episode to my series. I will be doing these a lot more, so if you want to be in one of these videos, we can do a Zoom call or something if you don't live near me. So if you want to do that, hit me up, leave a comment, DM me on Instagram, Snapchat me.
Add me on MySpace.
Oh no. And I will see you in the next spooky video. Bye!
Bye!